It's like the tech bros shedding their hoodies and putting on a cowboy hat. No, this isn't a cowboy hat, but close enough. I've got only one afternoon in Austin, just a quick layover on my way to South America, but I'm bringing my West Coast vibes with me. Austin has a reputation for being weird, indie, unapologetically Texan. But walk into the Domain Northside, and suddenly, it's like you stepped into the heart of Silicon Valley. Here, the coffee shops are laptop battlegrounds, the stores are your favorite online brands made real, and the sidewalks feel like a curated Instagram feed. In this vlog, we're exploring the most high-tech, high-end corner of Austin and asking, is this the future of the city or the end of its soul? Howdy from Austin, Texas. Cut. Nobody actually says howdy out here. I guess the whole Texas cowboy trope thing, not really the thing here in Austin. Instead of seeing stores selling cowboy boots and hats, I see these high rises that remind me of someplace metropolitan like Silicon Valley in the Bay Area, San Francisco. Come on, there's Charles Schwab's over there. They hold a lot of my investments. Maybe I should go in there and see how my portfolio is doing. But really, I'm here at the Domain and the Domain Northside, which is commonly referred to as Austin's second downtown. When I first visited Austin last year and explored this area, for a moment I thought I was in Silicon Valley. Now we all know the whole thing about this mass migration of the tech companies from Silicon Valley in California over to Austin, Texas, but I didn't really believe it until I got here. And yeah, these high rises and everything, it looks out of place for Texas. So here at the Domain, this is where luxury meets shopping, meets tech, meets Texan culture. Look over there, we got Amazon, we got Micro Ventures, which is a startup, and Charles Schwab. It's like Silicon Valley came to Austin to take advantage of the cheaper real estate because, you know, Bay Area is one of the most expensive places in the US. When people say Domain, they mean the Domain and the Domain Northside. So the Domain, which was built in the early 2000s, it's the older part, has a lot more of the corporate offices and high-end luxury shopping such as Burberry and Versace. But I'm going to focus this afternoon more on the Domain Northside because it has some of the cooler, trendier shops that you commonly seen advertised on Instagram and Facebook. And I feel like it's more relevant and recognizable in this time of change. And you know, the algorithm is totally following your shopping habits, or it can figure out your shopping habits. So Facebook and Instagram, they have my number. For example, Tacovas. Now, how many times have I seen those ads end up on my feed? Oh, cool. So there is some of that Texas Western culture still here. So it turns out you can get a cowboy hat and a cowboy boot. It's just not about yoga pants here. Over here, it looks like my whole Instagram feed threw up, and instead of seeing online ads, I see brick-and-mortar stores. Over here is 7 for All Mankind. I feel like they're making a comeback because I used to own their bootcut jeans 20 years ago when that was a thing. There's Warby Parker. They're known for making frames for your glasses. I do need to update my glasses. We got Away, known for making luggage. Well, I don't need luggage right now. My luggage kept up okay from the flight from LA to Austin. Oh, how many pairs of Rothy's do I have? I just can't help it. When I see a sale online, they go into my basket. Oh, up to 50% off. Oh man, it's so tempting. And yeah, I actually do have a pair of Rothy's in my suitcase that I'm taking to South America with me. We have a Vuori in Manhattan Beach. I didn't expect to see this store here in Austin, but I guess it makes sense. I mean, it's all about athleisure wear now, right? It's the trendy thing. Here we go, Silicon Valley in retail. We got the Google store. However, I'm more of an Apple person. Ever Eve? Oh man. They've been on my social media feeds a lot lately, and I kind of like the look of their clothes. But no, I'm good. I'm not going to go in there and try on any clothes because I know I'm going to start buying things, and I'm almost near the weight limit with my suitcase. So I can't really pack any more to South America. It's not a mall unless you have J. Crew. And yes, I do have a couple items from J. Crew in my suitcase that I packed to South America. The Domain Northside, the glossy, curated neighborhood that some Austinites say is anti-Austin. Is this just a place to grab coffee and shop, or is it a glimpse into how tech money is rewriting the city's culture? Swanky swanky. No, this isn't some fine dining restaurant. It's Restoration Hardware, and this has to be like one of the most fancy ones I've seen. With all these people moving in from Silicon Valley, well, you know, they gotta furnish their new homes and apartments with nice furniture. Up there, you see apartment buildings because this area, well, you know, it's multi-purpose. So you live here, you shop here, you eat here, you work and play. Wouldn't that be so cool that you work for the Amazon corporate office and you live here? Now that's a commute. Another wink wink nod nod to Austin's artistic background. Sprinkles Cupcakes. Are we in Beverly Hills? If you want to stay right in the heart of Domain Northside, the Archer Hotel is on brand as it gets. It's boutique luxury with a modern Texas twist, just enough Western accents to remind you you're not in Palo Alto anymore. There's another furniture store, CB2. It's for all those people who moved to Austin and need to get their place furnished. The Kardashians have arrived to Austin. There's Skims. One thing I like to do when I go to a new city is to check out what the Apple Store looks like. All the Apple stores I've ever been to in different cities, they all look different. For example, the one in Singapore is literally on the water. But this one here has a cleaner, modern aesthetic, very Bay Area. I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping for, I don't know, a cowboy boot on top of the roof there. Was that too much to ask for? I mean, this is Austin. Or maybe an electric guitar up there. I mean, this is the capital of live music. But no, just clean, modern aesthetic. Every corner here is curated for vibes, whether you're on a first date, filming a TikTok, or just trying to hit 10K steps in $140 sneakers. Oh, they have a Chanel, but I'm not quite dressed for Chanel. Yeah, look at me. I got jean shorts on, I got sandals, I got a Lululemon bag. Even though that's just a cosmetic Chanel store, I don't know, I just don't feel like I've dressed appropriately to go in. Oh my gosh, no way. Erin Condren? Okay, there's an interesting story behind her shop. She was a fixture in Los Angeles, specifically in the South Bay, known for really cool, quirky stationery and other designs. So it was a loss to our South Bay community in LA when she moved to Texas, and I didn't realize that she moved here to Austin. Okay, so not quite Silicon Valley, but LA. It's the concept of pretty productivity. Because if you're going to organize your life, you might as well do it with a little sparkle. It's functional, but it also feels like a gift to yourself. And honestly, that vibe fits Austin perfectly, where creativity and hustle go hand in hand. When I think of the Bay Area in California, specifically San Francisco, I think about coffee, bakeries. Oh, they got macarons, so I'm a little distracted here. Bakery Lorraine. Hey, I saw this on the internet. Shall we go check it out? You can't be productive or stay up all night programming without coffee. But specifically when it comes to San Francisco, I think of sourdough. However, for some weird reason, I also think about croissants. It's making me think about Thomas Keller and the Bouchon Bakery. You know, they have that out in Sonoma. Tried the one in New York City, and yeah, they have one of the best macarons. We'll do one blueberry violet, one raspberry, one Earl Grey, and I guess, yeah, we'll do the s'mores. That's 6, right? And now I get to try a 6-pack. This bakery is giving me more of a cafe workplace vibe. I mean, look at all of this open seating, so you could take out your MacBook and go work remotely. And yeah, they have a lot of plugs here. There's one plug, and then I see another one over there. So don't have to worry about using all of your computer's juice. You can come here and work all day. Kung Fu Saloon. I'm all about fusion. I love fusion food, and I guess this is when Asian meets Texan. Yeah, so the Domain isn't just about shopping. I mean, they do have this cool place where they have a lot of eateries. An Italian tapas bar. We got some sort of street bar and kitchen over there. And just a reminder of the Silicon Valley influence, we got sweet green because, well, you need your daily serving of kale. Not only is Austin known for its barbecue, but you can get ramen here. Hey, has anybody ever thought about barbecue ramen? It's just an idea. Maybe I can find some venture capitalists back over at the corporate offices at the other side at the Domain over there and see if somebody will go in on my idea. Just like in the Bay Area where there's a boba shop on pretty much every street corner, we got gong cha here so you can get your boba. So it's not just all about sweet tea here in Texas. You can get all sorts of other teas such as green tea, oolong tea, jasmine tea, milk tea, matcha tea. It's easy to think the Domain Northside is all tech gloss and imported brands, but Austin's DNA still runs through here if you know where to look. Take Culinary Dropout, for example. Sure, it's polished, but it's got that laid-back, slightly rebellious Austin spirit, like the kind of place you'd roll into after a live show or on a lazy Sunday. There's a playful, almost unpolished charm that resists the corporate plaza vibe. It's proof that even in a high-end shopping district, Austin knows how to hang on to its heritage of good food, good music, and good company. While things may seem elegant and upscale, but remember, we're here in Texas and they keep it real. I do appreciate this foosball table here at this restaurant called Culinary Dropout. This is welcoming to see how Austin retain a part of its identity, its weirdness, its uniqueness. And when I say weird, I mean it in a positive way. That they didn't put in some expensive burger joint that serves, I don't know, $50 bison burgers with kale. Here's something you don't see every day at an outdoor mall. Some sort of green space for you to sit, relax, or if you have kids, they can run around. And no, I'm trying to not get any kids here in the shot because there are some kids behind me. And then just sit back and relax because walking around in this humidity, whew, it's quite a workout. This chair here in the middle of this green space just makes me think about Texan Southern hospitality. How nice that I could sit back and relax because after all, I'm a guest here in Texas. It's not that Austin completely folded to Silicon Valley. I did see a mural that is an homage to Austin's live music scene. Ironically, it was near the public restrooms. What do I think of the Domain? Well, it's certainly more than just an outdoor shopping mall. It represents Silicon Valley, internet advertising culture, retail, all transplanted here in Austin. You get a bit of the influence from Austin with the live music, the cowboy culture, the Western aesthetic, mixed with the clean, modern aesthetics of Silicon Valley. So is the Domain like an ice cream sundae with all sorts of flavors and toppings? There's no place I can think of where you have two seemingly different cultures come together. Now me, coming from LA, which is the capital of tacos, I'm really excited to try out this place, Velvet Taco. Love the aesthetics of these oil drums being repurposed as seating areas. Kind of gives it a nod back to Texas oil history. But I gotta remember that this is Austin tacos, not LA tacos where you know exactly what you're getting, like, you know, taco al pastor. Instead, you get some pretty trendy fusion type tacos here. Beer battered cauliflower tacos, fried paneer, so a little bit of Indian, Korean fried rice. And as much as LA is pretty experimental and fusion with its cooking, I don't think I've ever seen Korean fried rice tacos, so I think that's what I'll get. You can make it a combo here by picking any two tacos, so to complete my order, I guess I'll go with the spicy tikka chicken taco because why not? That's the theme here, right? At the Domain, everything's fusion. Yeah, the fusion of Silicon Valley and Austin Texan culture. If Austin and Silicon Valley had a baby, it would probably look something like this. On one side, you've got Austin's deep love for tacos. Honestly, you can't walk 2 blocks here without finding a taco worth writing home about. But I'm actually gonna put in my order to go because I'm picking up. Because remember, at the end of the day, this trip is a family trip and I'm gonna go see my sister and take over her food order as well. And of course, that streak of weirdness and artsy flair that Austin wears like a badge of honor. On the other side, you've got Silicon Valley's obsession with fusion, innovation, and asking, what if a taco could be more? Velvet Tacos is where those worlds meet. At least you could still get a traditional sweet tea here, but I ended up getting a lemonade. Instead of macarons, you can have yourself a big piece of red velvet cake because that's very Southern. It's playful, it's bold, and it's still rooted in Austin's taco culture. So while I'm standing here waiting for my order, I can't help but think this is a perfect send-off from the Domain. A little bit of Austin, a little bit of Silicon Valley, and a lot of flavor. You know, as much as the Domain feels like a shopping paradise, there's an elephant in the room we can't ignore: gentrification. I know gentrification is controversial. I mean, it does change communities, totally uproots them of their culture, their backgrounds, for better or for worse, sometimes for worse. Some people may see it as Austin's quirky, affordable charm being replaced by glossy storefronts and tech money. And once you got a Starbucks in your neighborhood, well, you definitely know that gentrification is here. Say what you want about the Domain being an example of gentrification or fusion. Well, guess what? It's here to stay. It's a strange marriage between Austin's unique culture with the Silicon Valley tech culture. But just like in any other marriage, it's going to continue to grow and develop, and who knows what it's going to look like in the future. But for now, I still think it's worth checking out if you're here in Austin. It's the same debate happening in cities across America. Growth brings jobs and amenities, but it can also push out the very culture that made the place special in the first place. So walking these streets is kind of like walking the tightrope between Austin's past and Austin's future. And the question is, can both really exist in the same space? As far as my Korean fried rice and spicy tikka chicken tacos, I have to admit they lived up to the hype, and it wasn't something that TikTok made me do. So what did I learn in my extended layover at the Domain? It's a place caught between worlds, real and virtual, old Austin and new, retail and reinvention. Is it authentic? Maybe not, but it's fascinating. And in an afternoon, that's more than enough. If you like this video, please subscribe to see more of my adventures in Austin and my South America vacation.